Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon White version. Last time, we challenged Bryson at Isurus City Gym and won the Freeze Badge. And after our battle, we learned that Team Plasma are the first people in hundreds of years to set foot in Dragonspiral Tower, and that N waits for us atop it. This time, that's where we're going. Earlier, the gym leader went up the tower. If you're lucky, you might witness a legend. As we step forward, these pillars have crumbled to the side. We can now enter this water, and in it, I want to turn on the dowsing machine because you never know, unless you have the dowsing machine on, which is why I like it. There's one good thing of it being overpowered. You get a heart scale, and by pulling that out of the structure, it's going to cause the whole tower to come crashing down, right? Well, maybe in this case it'd be a good thing that would save the world for all we know. We can also go off and get TM63 Embargo. Makes so your opponent can't use items. We have seen this before. And sorry, Ace Trainers, now is really not a good time. I know, maybe you'd be good experience, maybe you'd be something of that nature, but I don't want to deal with you right about now. I think we kind of have more important fish to fry. Tempting, but you're not the fish that I'm talking about. Is something going wild at the top of the tower? Blair! You can walk on the fallen columns too. I'm going after Team Plasma. As we reach the central hub of this, the first floor of the tower itself, Dragonspiral Tower is probably one of my favorite locations in the entire world of Pokemon. There have been high stakes areas before, sure. And I'm not going to say that those were not great, but I feel like this is entirely different from what we've seen before it. Just the fact that we have everything crumbled around us, the fact that the music does not get stopped for anything, not even us surfing or doing anything else. You have that room at the start to build up the atmosphere, and just how high stakes everything is right now. Everyone's in hot pursuit, the gym leader is involved, and this is the way that we're learning about them, is by going on this with them. I thought that this was a clever way of introducing a gym leader and just a really solid dungeon. Heck, right now, there's no wild Pokemon. There is in that first room that we were just in, but not here. It is purely about puzzle solving and just making your way to the top in hot pursuit. Right there, we get a shiny stone. Already gotten one of those. I think it was from a dust cloud, but you already know what it does. Now that we've made it through this, up we go. Blair, we'll hold them off here. You go on ahead. This is nothing, but there sure are a lot of them. Oh, what a complete bother. Can you say anything other than complaining about your own minor inconveniences in a time of extreme peril? No one. I won't let anyone get in our way. This strength, could it be equal to the 7 sages? So this is the true strength of a gym leader. Yeah, alright. If I have to lose, at least to the gym leader. I'm not getting beaten by some kid with glasses, right? Right now, our king is upstairs. There's nothing you can do. Why do you get in our way even though you don't understand our sublime goal? So young, but so tough. Why do you make that extra push? What is the source of that strength? I'm fine, but there's no time. Yes, sir, we will finally get a move on and not talk to every single person along the way. They weren't able to hold off all the trainers, though. Bryson, Sharon, they are moving around being annoying. Just moving around. They seem to be standing quite still to me there, buddy. Their Pokemon seem to be doing a lot of moving around, beating up the Pokemon that you oh so claim to be in need of protecting, you know? Just saying. And you have a Watchog. Hooray! If there's anything that I like about you, it's that I get to make fun of Watchog yet again, even though I think I've kind of said it all at this point. There's nothing left to say, and besides, I kind of feel like at this point Cubchoo is the new Watchog. Yeah, it doesn't stand a chance at all. Pretty weak. We're gonna move on. We have more Plasma Grunts to deal with. There is a single lone new Pokemon that can be obtained in Dragonspiral Tower. Let's meet that one now. Please do not get a Golett with Klutz. There's multiple bad tiers of bad abilities. There's nerfs meant to prevent overpowered Pokemon like Arcan has. And there's certain unhelpful abilities because Pokemon just are already good enough without having a good ability. But this one falls into the tier of just there to make you upset when you get one with a perfect nature and it has the wrong ability. Anyway, Golett is a slow, hard-hitting Pokemon with some tanking prowess. Ghost Ground is a diverse type having 5 weaknesses, but also immunities to normal fighting and electric. Then its evolution requirement is perfectly within reason, and it can fight from the off. In the way of moves, this is probably its strongest, well, strength. I'd suggest taking it right away to the move reminder to learn Shadow Punch to get that boost from Iron Fist. If you wait just a measly 2 extra levels to evolve, it'll learn Earthquake early, making it a force to be reckoned with. Because its evolution requirements are so within reach anyway, you might as well take advantage of that. The Golett family is also interesting in that it has the weird distinction of being very heavy for Ghost-type standards. Why is this important? Well, it gets good use out of Heavy Slam. It would normally learn this upon evolving right away, but if you wait those 2 extra levels to get Earthquake, that's what Heart Scales are for. You can reteach it that way. Seriously, just wait for it so it can have both moves at level 45. It's the best way to raise it. Going back to the basics about it, it can be hard to use in some fights due to its typing, but really, if it gets to move, it will make every hit count. It's pretty great, and that's really about it. A strange oddity is that it can come holding light clay, even though it can't actually benefit from it in battle. Something tells me there was some last-minute move switching going around. Yeah, here, Ottawa, you need some lemonade after that. High jump kick really hurts. Here, have another one just for the heck of it, even if it is kind of frivolous. Switched Ottawa into the lead because I thought it could stand to do some fighting, and I think there'll be some Pokemon it can deal with all the dark types. We exist to serve our Lord N. I've gotten the memo, trust me. I have gotten the memo, and it looks like the ground is attached there to like the floor below it. You see that? It looks really strange. It's just a perspective thing. I guess that is kind of what happens when you play with all these fancy camera angles and have so much perspective to the interior of this place. And hey, a Lightbird! Another Pokemon that I like making fun of that I probably better watch myself lest I overdo. Stop missing so much! I've had good luck. I'd like to keep it that way. I don't want to have an 85% accurate move miss 85% of the time. I'm just saying, that's not what the accuracy represents. Good. Sending out another Lightbird. Ottawa, could you maybe give us a bit of a cat kebab right now? Oh, no, you can't. Okay. Now could you give us a cat kebab by stringing up another one on that horn of yours? Yes, you can. There's level 41. Ah, our Lord N. Looks like, yes, we have more. Since coming to Dragonspiral Tower, my stress level is maxed out. The more hyper I am, the faster you'll go down. I'd make fun of you, but I kind of go by that same mantra. I just put tons of energy into everything I do, and things seem to work out okay for me. Let's see who has more energy to burn, though. 3 Pokemon. Okay, I guess that makes you kind of a hotshot among your Plasma Grunts. Even if all 3 of them are Watchogs, that makes you 3 times the grunt of any other grunt, and I guess that would still make you a hotshot among your peers. I'm gonna go for Waterfall. I don't want to rely on that Mega Horn too much, and besides, Waterfall's still gonna hit pretty hard. Yeah, don't need to worry about that. Not like Watchog is any threat whatsoever. Scraggy. Okay. Just going to go for Waterfall again. I'm really curious what this guy is gonna say, but Scraggy looked so creepy and dead-eyed. It looked like its neck was broken the way its neck was tilted, and it stayed that way with just that dead, faded-out look in its eye. That was not good. I'll just say that was not good right there. Krokorok, good thing that I have Surf right here. I like having 2 moves of my own type just so I'm prepared for those situations whenever I have a mixed attacker. It's good. I got a critical hit anyhow, so it was even better. Bah! I have lost my motivation. I never knew that making animals fight other animals for the betterment of animal kind was, well, such a creatively tasking thing. Dragon Fang right there, that raises the power of Dragon-type moves. I don't have any personal use for that, but I guess it could be good if you were raising an Axew or something of the sort. And as we climb higher and higher into the tower, this right here, I think everything that I generally like about Team Plasma has kind of come to light at this point. I think that they're funny. The grunts are funny. They have a lot of good lines, and they just do a lot of funny stuff. They're pretty silly most of the time. I do like them. That is one of the reasons, and I've said this before. But I feel like even though they are clearly the bad guys in the situation, they do plenty of bad things to make you not like them. They do a good job of making it so that you don't feel conflicted with fighting against them. but I like how they make you think about the ethics of Pokemon. I have seen people that say things like that, you know, oh, like the manga said this or the anime said that, so their message makes no sense. I could name 1,000 things from the anime or manga that make no sense when you combine it with the game lore. This is the first time these ethics are being explored, and I think that they at least do a good job of making you think about the ethics of Pokemon, even if they are clearly in the wrong about the way that they're going about it. And just this high-stakes moment, how we're chasing after N, and if nothing else, N is a really good king of Team Plasma. Like, I like how he's leading all of these miscreants, but he believes he's the good guy in doing it. That, I think, is what really sells it. Burn, baby, burn! It sounds like something is rampaging at the top of the tower, and it's apparently N shouting disco references. Okay, I think Team Plasma's funny, but that moment is so absolutely absurd and just really dumb, and I don't know why it's here. It's finally time. Our Lord N will become the hero. What? Someone made it clear up here. Now, stop that trainer for our Lord N. Everyone who isn't Team Plasma is an enemy. Use all your powers to take them out. No one can interfere with Univa's new dawn. We got a gauntlet of trainers to fight up ahead, and I'm very happy that I switched Archeops out of the lead because it's not exactly hurting for levels. But going back to that line there, in Black version, N would say, "It's shocking!" with a bunch of exclamation points after it, which that also is very uncharacteristic of him, but it's not quite as ridiculous as what we have just witnessed. That line is actually a localization change. In the Japanese version, it's the onomatopoeia for the cry of the Pokemon that we just heard, but they changed it to having N speaking and just shouting that. I don't know what the reason for the change would be. I don't know why the original line didn't work and why it was changed. Nothing new that little tiny changes to text happen for no reason in translation. Heck, it's happened for as long as video games have existed, that's for sure, and surely the original line is not controversial or anything that you would want to change to make it better understood. It's just kind of there. And I guess when you think about what the original intended purpose of that line was to just describe the cry of the Pokemon, I've always made fun of how whenever you speak to Pokemon as NPCs, the cry with the text that accompanies it is nowhere even remotely close to describing what the cry actually sounds like. You could be talking to a Pikachu, which has one of the most simple cries out there, and the text accompanying it will be like Flarmin Harmonigan or something like that. It's really stupid. But if you interpret it as what it was originally intended to be, "Burn Baby Burn" might be the most inaccurate text describing the sound of a Pokemon cry of all time, which, that's damn impressive if it's gotten that much worse over time. Anyway, we grew to level 42 right there, getting stronger, doing well in these fights. Here I come, Plasma! Who doesn't love the Plasma with a stretched out A at the end? I like the cut of your jib. I don't even know what a jib is, but since when do I know what any word that doesn't have to do with video games means? You are using a Trubbish. Hey, you know, us who take it among themselves to straighten out the garbage of this world by making it find itself in life, we're the ones who need to stick together. That being said, I'm totally gonna switch to Terabyte and just utterly destroy you. Stockpile! You seem to understand what makes Trubbish good. I can appreciate that. Go for the bulldoze. Don't really worry about you being faster than me. Terabyte is pretty darn fast at this point after it's fully evolved. There's one thing I like about Crocodile, it's that. Not to say I don't like other things about Crocodile. I didn't mean to, like, sick burn you there, buddy. Even though you look about as sunburned as can possibly be and what you'd kind of expect for something living out in the desert. I don't care for Crocodile quite as much as I like Sandile and Krokorok, but these three are some of my... Out of all the three-stage evolutionary families in the world of Pokemon, this is one of my absolute favorites, and yet another example of when there's good Univan Pokemon, they're really good. Even though I lost, I will still say, Plasma! Go Plasma! Turning it into a cheer of some sort. Our king will create a new world. Bring it on! Can you take on 4 in a row? I have a feeling taking on 4 trainers in a row will be good practice. A Watchog. That is what you have saved for last. A level 34 Watchog. I'm not trying to be overpowered, you're just using really lame Pokemon. I'm not really sure why my levels are so high. I normally fight all the trainers at least once, and I've even been skipping a few trainers here and there, and I haven't been going back to Nimbaza City to fight the trainers daily like I normally do. I don't think that Black and White is terribly hard, but I've been extremely competently leveled without actively really trying to. I haven't been fighting that many Oddno off screen either. Any Oddno that I fought, I showed you. I don't understand. Why do you keep trying so hard? Well, we'll let you through for now. Do you say anything else? So your Pokemon have gotten used to being your weapons. Sheesh, losing to a kid. But Team Plasma is more than one person. Yeah, it's at least 5 as far as this room shows us. So you're not wrong, you can see the truth in front of you. The hero will open up the way to a new world, which means you trainers can all prepare to lose your Pokemon. What do you think, Blair? How do you like the beautiful form of the Pokemon who appears before and fights beside the hero that will lead the way to a new world? Now, Reshiram and I will head to the Pokemon League and defeat the champion. This will be the last of the Pokemon battles that hurt Pokemon so. A world for Pokemon alone. It's finally going to be a reality. If you want to stop me, you must become a hero as well. That's right. When Reshiram's counterpart, Zekrom, recognizes you, we will finally be even, and then you can try to stop us. Well, what will you do? My prediction, if the future that I see is true, you will meet Zekrom. The Pokemon with you believe in you so strongly. Will you be the one who interferes with my formula for changing the world? If you want to protect the bonds between Pokemon and people, you must search for Zekrom. I'm sure it is waiting for you in the form of the Darkstone. Blair, did you see what flew off just now? How could this happen? Why? That was that guy N, right? Why was he with the legendary Pokemon? He couldn't really be the hero, could he? Also, did I hear him tell you to search for the other legendary Pokemon? Calm down. First, we go back. It's more important to decide what to do next than analyze what just happened. Astounding. I would never have imagined the legendary dragon-type Pokemon would return now. That guy called N. Team Plasma's boss apparently reawakened the legendary Pokemon. He told Blair to look for the other legendary Pokemon, then flew away. Huh? There are 2 legendary Dragon-type Pokemon? Yes, there are. Why, if it isn't Alder, it's been a while. Have you been well? No time for chit-chat. That fearsome column of fire that shot from the tower. That Pokemon has the power to destroy the world. If it's on Team Plasma's side and Team Plasma tells everyone to release their Pokemon, no matter whether it comes from fear or admiration, the world can't help but change. It will become a world where we are separated from Pokemon. Right. Moreover, the boss of Team Plasma, N, who reawakened Reshiram, apparently said to look for the other Pokemon, Zekrom. If I remember the myth, Reshiram's fiery breath, along with the other Pokemon, devastated ancient Unova in an instant. Even knowing that, N is still wanting to awaken the other? Huh? Isn't it dangerous to bring back a Pokemon that powerful? Miss, you are a very kind person. Still, I don't know if other Pokemon will be able to stand up to it. Because, no matter what, it is a legendary being. I don't like the idea of taking orders from N, but searching for the dragon, the stone, might not be a bad plan. We certainly can't let Team Plasma reawaken both of them. Since I've traveled all over Unova, I have an idea of where it might be. Let's head to the Relic Castle. Blair, everyone, I'm going. I see. We'll leave that to you. I'm going to investigate inside the tower. Hopefully I'll find something. Then I will go with you. I think I understand better now. Being able to do something for Pokémon, for somebody at a time like this, is strength. I'm sure of it. And my strength is something that is given to me by Pokémon. Okay, champion, let's hurry! Blair, this has turned into a big deal. So confusing. I don't know what to do. Are you gonna go to the Relic Castle, Blair? Past Route 4 in the Desert Resort. I hear that's where the Relic Castle is. I haven't been the biggest fan of Charon up to this point, how he's just in search of inner strength and finding himself and all that. I think we've all seen that happen a lot, but I think that this moment, the moment when he finds what strength is, that is good. And I think it is a good payoff for everything that he's been working towards up to this point. That is, at least to me, the best moment that Charon has had. Maybe I should have my daughter look into when this tower was built. If you want someone to investigate the origin of Pokemon, she's the best. She's just the best in general, don't even deny it. So this Dragonspiral Tower, there's a certain heaviness to the air. Did Reshiram, who woke up here, see something in it? It's actually a little bit sad that Professor Juniper wasn't here for the moment that Golett was unleashed into the world, because that sounds like something that she would just be all over and nerding about so much, but I guess maybe things were a little bit busy and there were more important things going on, so that's kind of why she wasn't here to do that. Anyway, we know what our next destination is, we know what we have to do to combat N. Next time on Pokemon Black and White, we head for Route 4 and the Relic Castle. See you guys then. Oh, and just so we're clear, since I loosely touched on the fact that the story is different at this point in Black version, we're going to be talking about story differences after the story is completed.